Hi, my name is Liam, and here on this channel I attempt to distract you from life, and today we're going to be talking about Season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Episode 6, Snatch Game. So in the beginning of this episode, Farrah decided to go straight after Nina Bonina, which I thought was extremely uncalled for, and very much out of Farrah's personality as well. It was quickly resolved, but during the moment I was just thinking, this is very left field. And when she was saying, I'm not coming for you, honey, what you're doing is literally the definition of coming for someone. So I do agree with Michelle.
One thing I will say as a sidebar, I don't like when these queens do other queens. Yeah. I feel like it's an easy way to go.
I feel like when queens imitate other queens, I don't know if it's like, I just would prefer if they were more A-list celebrities, but I gotta say, in this season, they did a pretty funny job. I want you to look down to the right hand of your screen, just below this video. There is a like button. Is it grey? Can you fix that for me? Sorry. If you would, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. If not, that's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway.
I've been studying Sofia Vergara for almost 2 years. I think it's a good choice because we have accent. I'm gonna slay her.
Here's what I think Cynthia should have done. So I think that there's a big part of Cynthia's personality is the fact that it's almost like she's unself-aware of how funny she is when... I mean, it's a bad thing. It's not a really good thing in some cases because people are almost laughing at her for not being able to say certain words correctly, but then she kind of owns it, and that's who Cynthia is at the core. And the fact that she did someone who was so similar to Cynthia, I think was a very disservice to her. So I think Cynthia should have gone so far away from her personality. Say, for instance, she did Katy Perry. She would have embodied Katy Perry, maybe the way she talks, the way some of her movements. Actually, Katy Perry is probably a bad example because she's very vanilla. But you get what I'm getting at. So if she picked someone like that, it would almost feed off the Cynthia charm, which is you could see the mannerisms of Katy Perry, but having her accent and her voice of Cynthia coming through would have been very funny. I mean, it could have gone both ways. It could have been Cynthia just in a bob wig as Katy Perry. I think that might have been the better way to go. I think maybe she really did a disservice by doing someone who was basically her. So in this episode of Snatch Game, I have to say that I felt extremely uncultured because most of the people who were on this panel, I had no idea who they were. Was I the only one in that boat? So with Farrah, so she chose Gigi Gorgeous. Now, I have had Gigi Gorgeous's documentary on my list of things to watch for the longest time. But I have to admit, I don't really know too much about Gigi Gorgeous. I know I really need to, but I don't know. I don't know much about Gigi Gorgeous to like comment on Farrah's personality and depiction of her. But from what I know, and again, I don't know Gigi too well, but I didn't think she's known for being particularly funny. I think she's like a really strong personality and she's like a makeup guru, but I don't know if she's what you would call a comedian. So to be chosen as a Snatch Game where the aim of the game is to be funny, I just think Farrah could have done so many other people. I mean, the scapegoat for Farrah might have been Brittany, but I mean, Brittany's been done a lot, so I don't know, there's a lot of other choices that but at the same time, I mean, it's out of the... If she did it really well, and kind of like how Nina did a heightened version of her character, maybe it would have worked. I don't really know. Farrah's, she's like holding on to the back of a car, you know what I mean? I mean, love or hate Alexis, because I know a lot of you guys are conflicted about Alexis Michelle. Love or hate her Eliza was great. It was really good. And I've got to admit, I know who Liza is, I know who she is, but I don't know enough about her to perform like Alexis did, and that didn't matter with her performance. It was just so funny and it was just entertaining, and I think at the end of the day that is the main thing about it. So I think she just did a really good job because she was just entertaining. Apparently she got a lot of the mannerisms right about Liza, so that obviously really helped and did a really good job, but she was just really funny and entertaining and she did it so well. I don't know who Nene Leakes is. I'm just gonna say I don't know who Nene Leakes is. But honestly, oh, poor Peppermint. I mean, I really love Peppermint, don't get me wrong, but that was just Peppermint doing Peppermint. That was just Peppermint in a dress and a blonde wig. It just wasn't, like, it wasn't anything, it was bad. Oh, Peppermint, it was just bad. So when Valentina first, opened her mouth as this, I was so sure. Valentina can really do everything. She is just, that was a really good performance, and she did not break character through that whole thing, but really, I feel like she just didn't get much screen time. I think she probably got, if you look at it and you measure it, she probably got about the same as anyone else, but I just feel like maybe it wasn't, I don't know, I feel like if she had a bit more questions and we would have seen a lot more, but that first opening section she did was where she really shined.
Columbia. Oh, I didn't mean to, did I? What, you're crying, you're kissing your... not Steve Harvey. No.
I just feel like she had so much more in her, or so much more that was recorded that wasn't shown, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, she was just safe, so they were probably focusing more on the people who won the challenge, but I just think she did really well. My favorite line during this Snatch Game was hands down Nina with the cat.
Own a cat. They sense evil.
Oh, that was so good. The whole time I was just rooting for Peppermint to just get it together during that, but nope. It was just, oh. So,
Cynthia, girl, I'm sure Eureka is pissed somewhere right now.
Same. The whole time I was thinking this, especially where Cynthia was also doing long drawn out jokes, is where's Eureka? Eureka would have slayed a Snatch Game. I really hope next season, season 10, when Eureka comes back, that she gets to Snatch Game, which I'm sure she will. She's just so good. But I just, love her or hate her, she was just really good. But when she gets to Snatch Game, I mean, it's gonna be amazing. I hope she does like Lady Bunny or something. Rue would love if she did that, but it's been done before. But I still think that she's gonna be amazing. And all I could think was just, where is Eureka? Now, when Peppermint came out, I really thought the same as Michelle. Like, there's so... Poor Peppermint. I really do love her. Don't get me wrong. I know I've said it like a million times during this video, but the choices that are being made. It's just... Pink? Again? Girl? So there was this weird moment in this episode where Michelle looked very shady.
Deja vu.
And the first time I watched through with it, I was like, what the hell's her problem? And then the second time I was like, oh, it's because she doubled up as Peppermint. This happened twice, okay? It happened with Nina, Trinity as well, with their look. Honestly, what the hell? Like, why blaming the second person who walked out wearing the same thing? First of all, I'm pretty sure they're told about these categories before they come in because they bring the looks with them. So there's no way for them to know what another girl is going to be doing. And second, they have no choice about who walks through the runway first. That's the producer. There's no like run to the line or anything. I don't think there is anyway. That should be recorded if it is. That's not a thing as far as I'm aware. I mean, them being unimpressed with the second person to walk through just doesn't make any sense to me. I was very upset about that. So Farrah's look was really good this episode, but I gotta say, it really made me think how much money has to do with this show. Like, I've heard it before in tweets and in comments and in forums and all this other stuff, but really, by far, Farrah's was one of the most extravagant looks in this episode, and it just came down, like, it would have been a very expensive look, and this look saved her from the bottom two again. Like, her performance wasn't great. None of the bottom three's performance were great, but she had the strongest look, so she got to stay. And it really made me think, yeah, this show is kind of like, if you've got money, you can get out of jail free cards. You know what I mean? Like, am I the only one who kind of thought that? Valentina. Again, love Valentina or hate Valentina. She is killing this competition. She is laser focused on what she's doing. She has shown them glamour, she has shown them fun, and now she has shown them risque. She was naked on that runway. And it was like, so her hair was amazing, her makeup was amazing, as always, and she had painted her body head to toe in like this, it was shiny, you know what I mean? It was just so, it was what this show is about, she went for a risk, and I was really impressed with the gall of it. It was the risk, and I loved it. Oh, and when they were announcing the winner, oh my god, the shade in Alexis's face though. So Alexis won, and really, she deserved it. The look was on point. The performance was on point. I think Sasha's performance in Snatch Game was really strong and really good, and I think she really picked a very smart person with her personality, like what she was saying. I think it really was a very intelligent choice for her, but I think Alexis's everything else was just better. I agree with this choice from Ru. I think she really did deserve it, and she worked her ass off for this win. She really did. So this lip sync was one for the books. Like, Peppermint slayed that lip sync, and it wasn't just because like her dance moves were really good. It went with the theme of the song. Like, she was doing moves of Madonna. Like, she was taking us on a journey through the history of Madonna. And Cynthia's just over there in the corner, like, flailing around or whatever she was doing, but, she did her best. But, I mean, Peppermint didn't just bust out the moves. She bust out the knowledge. She hit every word. She just... Yeah. And you know what? Throughout this season, we haven't really seen Peppermint. We've all known that she's really good. Like, I think we can all agree with that. We've all known that Peppermint is really good and she's very strong. But through this season, there's never been an episode where we've gone, oh God, not yet. And it's weird, but this lip sync was when we've gone, oh my God, look at the star potential in this person. And it's really sad that it was kind of like during a lip sync, but it's still what I've been wanting from Peppermint. And I think the development might start happening now. I hope it is. I mean, Alexis is getting really strong every single episode and she's starting to get to the front of the episode. And I really want that to happen for Peppermint. I don't know if she's top 3 though, but I think she could be. So I think my top 3 are Valentina, Alexis, and Shay. And I mean, love or hate any of those 3, you have to admit they've got charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Like, they do. They have it. And I think it's a very strong possibility that they will be the top 3. You could very much disagree with me, and I get that, but I think they're the core. I think they're doing really, really well. There are some others that could really surprise us. I mean, there's quite a few episodes still to go, but I think at this moment, they're the ones that I'm thinking are gonna they'll be at the top. So just below this video is a little button that says the word subscribe. It's like this little rectangle. It's red. It says the word subscribe. If you hit that button, you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Isn't that amazing? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Look, I am looking for a drag queen in the Sydney area. If you know a drag queen around, I mean, that's where I am in Sydney, Australia. If you know anyone that might be able to do me up in drag, after this season is all done and over, I would like to go over to their house, do an interview with them, and have them turn me into an amazing drag queen. So if you could pass that message on to anyone who might be interested in doing that for me, I would love you for doing that. Thank you. So if you're new to this channel, every Wednesday I make a video as well. And this Wednesday I'm going to be talking about 13 Reasons. If you haven't seen that yet, that is on Netflix. You have a couple days to watch that. There's only about 13 episodes. Actually, there are exactly 13 episodes. It won't take you too long. But I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on that episode. And that is a bit of a risque show. So I'm going to try and do my best to be as respectful as I possibly can. But honestly, there are some things that I found really funny that I probably shouldn't have. Anyway, that's going to be on Wednesday. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to stick around and look out for that. So at the moment, I'm thinking of doing a recap of season 1 of Sense8 because season 2 is going to be coming out soon. So I want to kind of get people up to speed on that before that happens. But if you have any ideas of any other shows that I should review, please let me know because I will definitely do that in the meantime while I'm doing RuPaul's Drag Race. I do, just for all my subscribers that were here before I started doing review videos, please know that I definitely do have plans to do a bit more personal videos coming up. But right now, there's just so much happening in the entertainment industry that I just can't seem to keep up. There's also Fire Island that I'm thinking of doing just 1 episode because I do not think I could sit through that whole damn season. And guys, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys next Saturday for the next review and maybe Wednesday if you want to stick around for that. So, bye. Oh my God. My nose is just, I think it's my powder. It's like gone in my face and it's just, ugh.